Welcome back to Leonard Brothers Game. I'm David,
I'm John.
and we're still playing this Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, the
Hoping
dead
to...
bodies are gone.
Aw. Well, I mean, there's only so many different things they can do in the game at once.
True.
And that's another issue. I mean, a lot of people may complain about the bugs in these games, but by and large, they are some of the biggest, most complex games created, and they take several years of, putting all these missions together and trying to make this open world work at all is a monumental feat, considering how much is in the game. I mean, unlike a lot of other games where they sell strategy guides, the strategy guides for these are like at least double or triple the size, especially if you're getting like the hardbound versions of them. They are big, big, thick books with like tons and tons of content in them. And of course, a lot of people would say go to GameFAQs.com and download homemade guides. It's like I do that for most games, but for this game is just way too big to just get a home guide for. You want to have the full book.
Yeah, the inside track on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really annoying once they release the expansions, then they have the legendary or special editions of the guides. They'd have to spend another $30 or so, at least for the hardbound version, to get the expansions guide. I would think that the expansions are small enough you could just look at them up online and not really have an issue. Except for Shivering Isles. Shivering Isles seemed like it was rather big on Oblivion's case. And we had bought a separate guide for that and a separate copy of that game too. The fact that we had so many issues with that compared to later Bethesda games. We bought the original standalone copy, and then we bought the Shivering Isles separate disc, and then we bought the special edition. We sold both of those and bought the special edition of Oblivion, which had all the expansions on it in one disc. And they still all had the same issues. We thought, like, maybe it's our disc, maybe it's our system. We used it on a separate PS3, and they still locked up constantly. And
then when we found on the internet, oh, it's the game itself.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, the game itself.
Every version of it.
Every version, no matter what you're doing, it's broken. Yeah. And anyways, oh, look at these. This is McBain, Sheriff McBain.
Oh.
Is that another one of those weird wasteland things?
No, I think there
was people, okay. Yeah, the McBain might have been a reference of some kind there too. It's like, okay. I mean, all the issues we've had, like a lot of people who have like red rings of death. I've only had the one red ring of death on my original 360, and now I've got the slim black 360 that has the built-in port for the Kinect, and haven't had any issues with it since. And I got a slim PS3. Because I bought a launch PS3 and it hooked up to a Westinghouse monitor, which ended up completely messing it up. And then we had your 40 gig one hooked up to a side monitor, which had the yellow light of death. Fortunately, I had turned it on and deactivated everything from my account, at least in terms of the video, and because it was taking up one of my registrations on available systems. And it was like the last thing I did literally on that system was to deactivate it. And then the thing just shut down on us while we were trying to watch, Doctor Who. I think we were watching some Doctor Who on or something. Unfortunately, we were able to get the disc out, but it would not turn back on. It's just yellow light of death, done for. And I know that apparently both for the red light and for the yellow light of death, there are ways of fixing it. Like iFixit.com has posted up, you can buy kits which allow you to fix it, but that only works for a time. Like, those early versions of the system they were rushed. They were designed just to get them out the door, not necessarily So when these new slimline versions, it's one thing that's taught me over time here, the hard way, do not buy a console at launch. Wait for the first set of revisions or a new bundle or an entirely slimline version of the system altogether with, like, newer processors, newer hardware, a new slim case design, just whatever can make it better and more reliable and cheaper, obviously, too. Maybe to get to the point where they have, because when Sony first sold the PS3, they sold it at a significant loss. Like, it may have sold it for $600, but it cost them $800 to make. Unlike now, where they're selling it for 200,
Shopping great.
and it only costs them like 75, 100 to make, because the components are cheaper and more efficient than they used to be.
Well, technology improved.
Yeah.
So.
All right, level 3. Put it lockpick.
Lockpick. Yeah.
Everything in lockpick. Well, at least the level 29. That's good. Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring up everything so they can.
Level 25. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Never named me weapons. Barter. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. Aren't there also items that increase those too as long as you're wearing them?
Yes.
I'll find some of those.
Well, like I said, I had the option of taking the Four Eyes perk.
I mean, not just about perks though, but I mean, specific items like there are in D&D and stuff like that, where you have something. If you put this on, it will give you like a +5 to your sneak it bonus or whatever.
Hearing 5 of the words.
Oh, these puzzles are so much fun, aren't they? Look for the ones that have like multiple sections too, so they'll give you they'll remove a word.
Or you can just look for the word itself.
Just look for the word itself, unless you're keep failing it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Reading. I was just gonna be.
What?
EA. Oh goodness. And also, kind of annoying though. Every time you back out and go back into it, you can't skip this section.
Well, you should have gotten into the first place.
Yeah, well, easier to back out than to fail it. Right?
I know. I'm just saying that's the,
That's the excuse. Yeah, you should have just fixed it in the first.
Readily. Ooh.
Readily, not at all. Okay.
Well, not much.
Not very much. Yeah, very little.
No.
If it's an ILY word.
EAI. 507.
Okay, that's closer. Okay. I think it's stealing.
Where's
Right, to the right.
Oh.
Close.
Nope.
Okay, well, is that enough to maybe give it a shot?
Hearing.
One
last chance.
Chance. Well.
There's also fearing up there, though.
Fearing. Well, I mean.
Back out again.
Yeah, just be safe, I suppose.
Fun for the viewers.
Oh yeah, it's great. Just trying to figure it out, and people are like, "Oh, duh, it's this. Why not?" You know. Enjoying your space heater?
I am. We live in Ohio, and so it's cold.
Very cold.
I know it's colder in other places. Don't judge me there, but it's we don't want to pay right. Hey, boom,
boom! All right.
Luck. High luck.
High luck.
Yep.
That's what'll do it.
Is this the third time?
I think third time. Yeah, that's the
third time's
Yep.
the charm.
Yeah, third time is the charm.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Anyway, well, I mean, even then, if you hadn't failed that, you would just do a lockpick check on that. Whether you had enough lockpick on there yet or not, I thought you may have. Anyways, I suppose I think your luck's holding out on us because I haven't had to quit the app since we posted our first episode of this recording session, and it's been working out just fine for us.
True.
So either your luck or the system, having everything hooked up properly for once is quite fortuitous. I want to check the fridge there. Oh yeah, first aid. Yeah, everybody loves first aid kits. Like the one at work.
Syringes, yeah.
Like the one at work, they had to take down because more people got injured by the first aid kit.
The metal box on the wall. People kept bumping into it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. You're just goofing off. Yeah, clearly.
50, all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, unless you can find a key for it.
Well, there was a key right here, but I guess
wasn't
it's
for
not
that.
the right key. Otherwise, I'd automatically use it.
No, it was true. Yeah, true. Yeah, sneak around here, dude. I think there's some more bombs in this area, if I remember correctly, too.
I know there are more guys.
I think definitely more guys. Okay, it's past time, so... Until next time, happy gaming.